Hello, Megan. It's really good to see you.
Hi, Pam. Yes, great to see you too.
First, just a little housekeeping. I just want to ask your permission to record this.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, great, great. So I looked at your notes and I understand that there's just lots of paper that's maybe not as organized as you would like for it to be. Is that accurate?
Yes.
And then the other thing that you mentioned, which we may or may not talk about today, is you said that your note taking is a little scattered. There's notes in lots of different places.
Yeah, that's probably the primary bulk of my papers, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, good. Then that's what we'll talk about then.
Okay.
So first, why don't you share with me what are some of the note-taking strategies or tools that you're using, that you're currently using?
Okay. So
You can show them to me if you like.
Yeah. All right. So I actually just came back from a trip and just sort of left things as is for you.
Okay, good. That's good.
Because it's kind of natural as I just sort of have stacks like this.
Right.
So, notebooks for
Okay.
coaching calls, webinars, learning. I'm a big note taker. Then, the flip ones. And every now and then I'll go through and take out some things to try to keep them organized. Because sometimes it is client notes, sometimes it's more learning or marketing, brainstorming. So then I've tried doing different folders, especially
Right.
having like an organizing. I just kind of make a lot of piles on the floor and then have my little sticky notes with folders.
Okay.
That's a recent organizing attempt I've done. So that's sort of marketing notes I found from different notebooks. Random magazine to read, and just more folders.
Okay. So so you have begun to take things from the pads and different places and put them into the folders?
Yes. Every now and then I'll do that. So I did that recently, and I brought some things. I had a long flight last week, so I did some there. Just things to get rid of, things I can just move to organize later. So,
Great.
Something.
So tell me, what are the folders that you've created so far?
Okay.
Like what are their titles or categories?
Okay, let's see.
You said marketing. Is that one?
Yeah.
So there's going to be marketing and client notes.
Yes, this one's marketing. This one's client notes.
Okay.
And then I've started making separate folders for each client in a meeting folder that I just haven't gotten to yet.
Okay.
Let's see. My sticky fell off of this one. This is, I just came back from a business retreat. So this is basically business retreat notes.
Okay.
Then I have a whole other stack if you want. Let's see. What is that label? Let me share. Oh, here is my what category ? Folder.
Okay, you're miscellaneous. Yeah, so we might want to have a look at that one.
And juicy goodness brainstorming notes.
Okay.
So a little example.
So that's your just inspiration and thoughts and journaling kind of things, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So tell me again what it's called. Juicy
goodness.
Juicy goodness. I like it. All right. Are those sort of the primary ones that you've been working with?
You want to look at the whole basket?
It's up to you. Yeah, we can.
Okay. Let me. I did have a basket that was out of sight for a while, so
okay.
I tackled it fairly recently. So now, let's see. Okay, so this is pretty much like my coach training. So coaching and tips. So probably some marketing in here, but ultimately it's coaching. Oh, coaching slash, this one is not notes. Notes for assistance. Anyway,
for delegating, for finding someone to help you with things.
Yeah, so I guess there's overlap because it is for I'm doing a retreat in Mexico, so for that, a laughter coach is going to be my assistant. So
a laughter coach.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of how I met her, but laughter yoga coach. So anyway, that's that. Let's see. Personal retreats. So this is something new I'm doing on request from some clients who, instead of attending a ready-made retreat, just wanted support in creating their own solo retreat.
Great.
Business or spiritual. And so that's the start of that note. Let's see. Business planning stuff. So kind of.
Say a little bit more about what would be in that folder.
Good question as I explore. Let's see. I have my empty business plan. But I have a business plan as a document on my computer.
So anything else in that folder?
Let's see. Oh, I just have a sheet of getting clients from a workshop I did. So specifics on my niche client, which I've really already figured out, but it's sort of one of those reference points and kind of also points of how things have changed or stayed the same.
And so is there some crossover between that and marketing or not?
Yes, it is. It's probably more of a marketing thing, actually.
Okay. Well, that was just, a question I had because I probably personally would have put it in marketing, but you're free to put things wherever works for you.
As long as I know I'll find them.
The key is, can you find it when you need?
So yeah, that was easy, mainly because I've scratched the surface too. There's a box down here that's
right.
Notebooks and some other folders. Actually, I can see a sticky note right here that also says miscellaneous. So I'll just take a quick glance. Client notes and business miscellaneous. Let's take a quick look because so I do have client notes I've got down. And I think that's pretty simple. The overall notes, and then for regular clients having their own folder.
So you know where all of those would go now.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. So I think that's fine. Okay. Oh, and then the rest is more from like my coach training and peer coaching calls. So that is, actually that's more feedback on my coaching strengths. So let's see. I feel like when in doubt, I just think marketing.
Okay. Yeah, and like I said, you can always subdivide marketing later on.
Yeah, because this is more like testimonials. We're maybe getting ideas on some event topics. But yeah, you're right. So instead of getting too caught up, I think that makes more sense than in my client notes because it's.
Yeah, it seems like you would definitely want to separate those two.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I think marketing for now works. Okay.
Yeah, you sort of have to embrace the It's not forever. It's not a once and for all.
Phew.
And it doesn't have to be perfect.
You make this sound so easy, Pam.
I'm sure you do that for your clients as well.
That blind spot when I'm just looking at this basket. It's so hard on this call.
Well, it is a little slow at the beginning.
Yeah.
And you have to do, a lot of thinking at the beginning, but then it gets easier.
Yeah.
Because now you've established some criteria basically for where things go.
Right. And I think it's just helpful to kind of to hear that as long as it works.
Yeah.
Fine. I think, I do want to get rid of this basket. That doesn't work. I just put it out of view and don't look at it for a while. But yeah, I think to be able to take useful things and have them for easy reference, have them on the hanging basket, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It would be easier to reference and digitize what's not as far as space. I think I guess that's the other thing is I've got my little office, which is like a little shelf, but I guess when in doubt there's digitizing too. So
yeah, I would not jump to that as a solution, but just play around with it in small batches and see how it works.
Yeah.
If you have the scanning app on your phone, it's easy to do single sheets,
right?
Not real time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
You still have to get it onto your computer and in a place where you can find it.
Yes, yeah.
So file naming is important.
Yeah.
And we won't be able to get into that today, but what would you say were your takeaways from this session?
Mm-hmm. I think, I'll just quote what you just said, that it gets easier.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Yeah. And I think I like that, just the idea of, as long as it's a system that works for me. And what you said about just start with the basics. So 5 topics and to go down from there. I think that's definitely one thing that I've been caught up in a little, that I just have so many different folders, and then they're almost too specific that and not easily labeled, that they just sort of get forgotten or just end up in a stack when so I think that's really helpful, just to kind of choose the topic, work through it later. In the bigger picture, just talking through these things, a lot of these do just fit into the bigger categories. So so I think that's helpful. And I'm really going to play around with this alias. I had no idea about that.
Okay. And does the idea of having some time set aside to focus on your papers and your to-dos, does that appeal?
It does. Yes. That is something I have not tried, and I think it would be really helpful. So I'm not sure I would do it every week, but like I said, I think I could start with every other week and just make that a priority, because I'm not sure how often I do it, but it's more than a month in between. So that could really help me work through the stack of folders that I have.
Well, and you can just see how it works. And if it's not working, then we can tweak it, or you can tweak it.
Well, I also like how you said it is part of working on my business, because there's lots of things to do to work on your business, but keeping that structure is an important one. So
Yeah.
that's good, especially so I really do have my notes to reference. And so.
Okay. So do you feel like, since we've done this work together now, do you feel more confident about doing some of it on your own?
Yeah, I do. I think I'm going to use your sticky tricks that, instead of these like fancy labels or file tab stickers. I think that works for me too, that as things are shifting and priorities are shifting or coming up with a different name. And then also the naming the same folder file as my computer files. I think that will help in both ways, I think, in terms of knowing that's the folder I want instead of saving files on my desktop when you're talking about my computer. That, kind of having a bit more of that structure in my mind, I think.
Good. So I would really love to hear how things are going over the next week or 2 weeks or whatever. Let me know if you're getting stuck anywhere or if things are working, because I want to give you positive reinforcement for any of this that you do on your own or any little baby steps that you take towards creating more productive structures in your business and in your life.
Yes, as long as you're my cheerleader. Do a little celebration too.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
I think we covered a lot for me to sort of take in and now spend the time to sort. I feel like on my own I might have a moment of, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Sam too. Here's another sort folder.
That's all right. It's okay. And actually it's better than spending way too much time overthinking something. What I've done is I took the answers to the questions, I took them and put them in a Google Doc. And I will add just a few notes to that, and you can feel free to add notes to it as well as you like. I'll send you a link. And we can both refer back to that.
Okay.
Some tips.
Sure. I would love that. Thank you.
I enjoyed doing this. Let me know how it goes.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much. This was really helpful. Get me going.
Bye-bye.